Now to the war on ISIS and the arrest of 3 Brooklyn men today accused of plotting terror. CBS 2's Dick Brennan joining us live from downtown Brooklyn, where 2 of the men appeared in court. Dick?
Yes, Dana, they were arraigned just minutes ago here in Brooklyn, in downtown Brooklyn. We can tell you that the prosecutors said that these men made outrageous threats against the United States, but defense attorneys are already saying they don't like the way this case is being handled. The 3 suspects are identified as 19-year-old Akror Syed Dakhmedov, 24-year-old Abdurrasul Juraboev, and 30-year-old Abrar Habibov. 2 of the suspects were arraigned in court. Prosecutors called them a danger to the community.
These 2 young men were detained by the FBI. They were interrogated without the benefit of counsel. We have not had their statements produced to us.
Syed Dakhmedov and Juraboev lived in this apartment in Midwood in Brooklyn, and the FBI says they were plotting to join ISIS or ISIL in Syria. They bought airline tickets to Istanbul at this travel agency.
His appearance was totally normal.
But the FBI was on to the men as early as last summer when they made pro-jihadi postings on the internet. The criminal complaint says through a confidential informant and wiretaps, they determined the men would hit the U.S. if they couldn't go abroad. Juraboev quoted as saying if ISIL ordered him to kill President Obama, he would do so, and that he would plant a bomb on Coney Island if he were ordered by ISIL.
The idea that it was made quite plain, based on their own statements, that if they were not able to go, that they would seek to acquire weapons here, handguns, machine gun, and seek to attack, very specifically, police officers.
The complaint says Dakhmedov even expressed interest in joining the U.S. military so that he could pass information to ISIL to help in their attacks. He said he could also open fire on American soldiers and kill as many of them as possible.
These were lone wolves. They don't seem to be affiliated with any other terrorist organization, and this is our new danger in terrorism.
In the complaint, one suspect said he was living in the land of infidels and wanted a chance to join the ISIS movement, but the FBI moved in before the suspects took off.
One was arrested at the international airport, JFK International Airport, as he was getting ready to board that flight. A second individual had a later flight scheduled. He was arrested at home here in Brooklyn. A third individual who we believe helped to organize and finance the trip of the other 2 individuals was arrested in Jacksonville, Florida.
Now, prosecutors say 2 of these men admitted that they were wanting to go to Syria. In the meantime, all 3 are being held without bond. We're live in downtown Brooklyn. Dick Brennan, CBS 2 News.
Thank you, Dick. Part of a building being demolished on the west side collapsed, sending debris onto a parked school bus this afternoon. The former parking garage on West 57th Street next to the West Side Highway is where crews were working on the demolition when something gave way between the 2nd and 3rd floors. Metal and wood crashed to the ground. The bus was empty except for the driver, who was inside asleep.
I didn't know what to do. I wake up, I didn't know where to turn. Well, I see smoke and the stuff coming down. When I look, the stuff was still coming down.
What was coming down?
Parts of the buildings.
One construction worker was seriously hurt.